Wait, what is the show called?
Exactly.
Oh,
Stay alive.
I don't know, critical reviews or something?
Oh.
I haven't come up with a title.
Well,
for this
welcome
yet.
back to Critical Reviews. This is Midnight
Welcome
Plays
back to
with
pending name.
Black Able.
No, we're not doing like separate episodes. This is like a whole episode of these 3 movies.
Oh, okay. So this is the part 2.
Yeah, this is like part 2.
shitty film.
Part 2 of shitty film reviews.
This is
I
movie
like that.
2.
Movie 2.
Movie 2. What was it called again?
It felt like it should have been like a
Stay alive.
YouTube
Stay
short
Alive.
film.
Stay
Alright,
Alive.
so
I
during
forget the
this
name.
movie, actually, the only girl here is actually gonna be giving us her entire opinion about it. So
Yeah,
the last
Zoe,
movie
tell
was
us
Here,
about
Tell
this
us
movie.
the full plot and story of Stay Alive.
You don't need to put it too close to your face. It's really sensitive. It's picking me up over
You
here.
can kiss it if you want.
Anyways,
All the nerds.
so this movie starts off with a guy playing a fucking video game. Then he walks in on his roommate in a fucking pig mask, fucking his bitch.
Just smoke
Seth
weed.
Rogen.
You're smoking any DMT.
Seth Rogen.
What the fuck?
Shit, man, don't you knock?
Fucking.
Shit, man, why are you wearing a dead pig's face?
Are you
Some
still
people are
standing
into that, okay?
We haven't
You
played
wouldn't
for
understand.
hours.
Zoe, aren't you into some kinky shit?
Yeah, but not that.
Who also played the
With
video
his
game an
girlfriend.
hour previously
It's also with his girlfriend.
with his girlfriend.
They got.
Who is
They go to-
fucking.
Yeah.
Yes.
We made that
Fucking-
clear.
We have to make that super
Just let her
clear.
speed
He's
run it. Just
fucking
let her
with
speed
his
run it.
pig mask.
Just let her
In a
speed run it.
disgusting pig mask. Okay, so then they fucking go to bed, everything's fine. He wakes up in the
Starts at
middle of the night, goes to get some milk where there's just a glass of milk.
In the fridge.
In
It's
the
just
fridge.
straight up glass.
This movie predicted furries.
That's not a furry.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay, fine. It predicted gifs.
It predicted weird fetish.
Weird fetishes already
It,
existed
it,
in the
it,
90s.
it was a play on bestiality because
Yeah.
apparently she likes being fucked by a dead pig.
Okay.
She likes
It,
the.
it was living.
She likes the episode of Hank of the Hill where there's
Did you see that pig's face? That was not a living pig.
It's a dead pig.
Don't make fun of his
Oh,
deformity.
shit.
No fridge light?
No fridge light, no gallon of milk, just a cup of milk in the fridge.
Just
Maybe
no
he had it earlier.
gallon, no. he
No,
didn't
nobody
grab
drinks
the
glasses of
glass.
milk for leisure.
Yeah.
No one pours glasses of milk.
He just puts it in the fridge and
No one
waits
does
for
What kind
it.
of sociopath?
Okay, then what
And
happens?
he lives with a roommate. Like,
He
who
starts
the fuck
getting
does that
he
with a
starts getting
roommate?
chased by this creature. This
Yeah,
shadow
yeah.
figure.
So he goes running upstairs and he opens his roommate's room and then there's just blood and fucking things everywhere and then he gets kicked off the fucking thing, the railing of the stairs. And that's also how he died in the video game, which you would see. And then these other people decide to play the game because he played the game in memory for him. And then all this fucking crazy shit happens. And it turns out it was just this crazy bitch who didn't want to see herself old. So she cast some kind of fucking spell on herself in this house. And yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's literally the whole movie, and that is the best way to describe it.
No,
because I
no.
want to give a visual
Everybody
representation
dies.
of me during this whole movie.
Why does everyone steal the mic?
I'll cut to you.
I mean,
I'll
Everyone
cut to you.
takes the fucking.
Give me the mic. Give me the mic.
Oh my god.
So this movie, I'll give it even shorter summary. Video games bad.
Yeah.
Video games kill.
Video game's evil.
Resident Evil.
Fuck.
This movie's complete shit. I remember watching this when I was 10.
Doom.
It's Doom.
It's doomed.
Reference.
Oh, look at that. We're making puns.
Where's the fucking gun?
6?
6. They killed 6 off that.
We had the gun,
Oh,
Preston. You
sick.
can't use the gun anymore. We're done.
Oh, I have the gun.
Miller died the same way he died in the game. This can't just be a coincidence.
I think you're right.
Serious, man? Listen to yourself. Don't you get it? If you die in the game, you die for real.
Anyways, we should go in a little bit more depth with this. Just a little bit more so we actually have some content to the segment other than 3 minutes
Here,
of us
I got
making
this.
gun jokes.
So, a rose literally. Oh, thank you.
So wait,
I
why?
thought Doom was my turn.
A rose
Who
saves
made
you.
your
It's a whole visual
Oh
representation.
my god.
Fuck!
What is the point of the rose though?
The point
the
of
end
the
of
road
the
is
day.
it's
Talk
pure.
about it.
It's supposed to be something like pure, I guess. Like it's thorns ward away. It doesn't matter because it's just a device used by the movie to ward away the ghosts.
It's a
plot.
video game
Yeah.
item. It's
Because the
real
plot
video
has to
games.
happen. You can't just kill all your characters at once.
Why does a
I mean,
fairy
so-
revive you in Legend of Zelda?
But like
You
you
can.
So
No
the
one
guy,
does.
the first guy playing this game, he dies. He gets like hung, right?
Yeah. Well, no.
And not in the good
the,
way.
the two first people who played the game got fucking slaughtered in
After
their
they
bedroom.
fucked.
Okay, alright, this is...
After they fucked.
Alright,
At least they
hopefully-
orgasmed.
So they all die, and then one of his good friends gets the game, which they're not supposed to have.
It's
So
like
he
a
gets together
rip-off.
like 8 of his friends to play this game. That's you know, it's supposed to be in memory of his friend. You know, whatever the fuck. I don't even know
Thinking
who's
about
in.
Doom now.
Yeah, we don't even remember the names. I know that one of them was a character in Black Mirror, and the other one was Malcolm from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why is he in this movie? Don't fucking
Now,
know.
Frankie Muniz, we don't know why he's in this.
No, he
Just-
does.
Nobody
He didn't
knows
even.
why
He
Frankie
didn't even
Muniz
know
is
why
in
he
a
was
lot
in
of
it.
movies.
Frankie Muniz doesn't remember at all.
He went from
He's-
Big Fat Liar to Stay Alive.
He went from Big Fat Liar to Malcolm in the Middle to Agent Cody Banks
I
to this
thought-
piece of shit.
So basically,
Wait,
literally,
no,
the,
Big Fat Liar was after Malcolm in the Middle, wasn't it? Because he was
I know
older
it,
in Big
I
Fat
know it
Liar.
was. I know it was before Agent Cody Banks.
it might
because-
even been.
Yes,
in
it
between.
was
Yeah, it might have
before
been-
Agent.
it might
I think it was
during
in
Malcolm.
between because he has a lot of movies that came. You know what?
That's
Okay,
true.
I digress. So basically, the whole plot of this movie is them figuring out that however you die in the game, you die in real life, and then the cops don't believe them. No one fucking believes them.
So one of the cops in the middle of the movie decides to go and take the laptop from the kid and start playing as his own character. And he does this all while the chief is talking to our main character,
It's just
Jim
Mount
Halpert
Vertical.
from The Office.
You're under arrest.
Get my car.
You're
Play this game.
See what's got you so scared.
I don't think you.
Shut up.
Oh, I hope he fucking dies immediately.
Right.
Alright.
I don't think you should play that game. We think it's haunted. Shut the fuck up. Who asked you? Bitch.
Oh yeah.
He's
there
gonna
it is.
die within a matter of seconds in the game.
What are you
I
talking
already
about? I'm a
told you.
professional
I'm telling you.
programmer. I'll just decode it.
Friend or no friend, game or no game. Next time I see you on the crime scene, I'm gonna be forced to take you in. You feel me?
I wonder how you would feel if that was your friend under that sheet. Someone you cared about, Detective.
I would let the cops do their job.
Hey! Hey, don't do that again!
Hey, come on! Come on!
I just think it would be better if no one plays.
Well, I guess I could see how at your tender age, something like this game might put the scare into you.
Come on.
I got it.
At your tender
How did he
age-
die so fast within starting the game?
Hold on.
He sucks. He's a
I'm
boomer.
looking to this.
At your tender
You're gonna have to
age,
go home,
he's
Hutch.
like 2 years older
Look at that guy.
than
It's a classic pedophile.
Lock that kid up.
tender age.
What, like he just rode up here on a
Tender
carriage and rode down
age.
the girl's driveway?
Well, this video game business.
It's not Jim Halpert.
It's not.
It's
They lied
it's
to
discount.
me.
It's discount.
It's Ginger Jim Halpert from The Office.
Insert
'cause he
photo.
works in the
Insert a
office.
insert a photo.
Let's insert 2 photos like right here.
Fair enough.
I have a lot of open space over here. I don't like it.
Yeah, but it's not Jim Halpert.
Just fill it with the DVD symbol that bounces back and
Right,
forth.
right.
So they go on this quest, and his girlfriend's name is like October.
November?
December.
Her name is literally October. Fucking look it up. And this movie has a
It really
10%
is.
on
It
Rotten
really is.
Tomatoes.
This movie's fucking awful.
So the cop dies. Everyone, if you die in the game, you die pretty much. And then they eventually track down this ghost to like the actual like
house.
location,
Oh,
the
yeah.
plantation
No.
in the game.
You forgot that the cop, after we get a cutscene of the cop for no reason going to the video game store and asking
Ask
for a
about it.
copy from like young Quentin Tarantino.
Cracked out.
Like offering the cop speed. The cop just cuts the line. He's like, hey, listen, I need something. He's like, you want some speed? And he's like ticking.
Hey, a little help here?
Let me guess. Your wife and kids are driving you nuts. Will something take the edge off? Some of the high frag count, I presume.
Do I look 12, man?
I take it you don't play them.
I retired after I won the Greater Louisiana Cubert Tournament, actually.
You've heard of, right?
Yeah, listen. I need information on a horror game called Stay Alive.
Stay alive. Never heard of it. Maybe it's underground. Do you know who made it?
Probably some basehead in his mom's attic.
You know, a game is just an extension of minor creatives. Wouldn't play a game developed by Charlie Manson, would you?
Anyways,
Look, we're gonna go into more detail about the next piece. We're just gonna wrap this piece of shit up. I don't ever want to talk about it again.
8 minutes.
I'm gonna make sure to bring it up every time I see it.
Okay.
We got
We're
like.
gonna shortchange this, and we're gonna cut down the middle because after the cop explains it to discount Quentin Tarantino, he dies the same way he died in the game, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we cut back to the mansion, which...
But they don't show
They got
that.
from
All they
October.
show is him in his
In a
car, and
then
there's
it's just
blood
a scream,
everywhere.
and then just a scream.
But they
of
did
blood.
show the bloody room. They showed it twice because that's where they put all their budget.
The bloody room.
The bloody room from the beginning.
Yeah.
They they flashed it really quick
Sex
and then
room.
they lost. Yeah, the sex room with the pig knives.
Yeah.
And so then they find this plantation in real life, and Frankie Muniz, Malcolm in the Middle, decides to lead them using the game as a map of the actual house on this goose chase to find the ghost body.
Frankie Muniz is playing the game, and all of a sudden, he's chased down the same way that our cracked out fucking retard friend
Phineas.
Yeah, our
ate it
Phineas.
in the
That's his
beginning.
name. His name's Phineas.
Phineas.
The same way like Phineas died, and we're like gonna expect him to die, but Frankie Muniz sticks his hand through the window and like flicks a thing on the game controller, and he does like a barrel roll and he just keeps
In
walking.
the game, so
In
it
the game.
saves him, I guess. I don't. The
But,
movie's
like-
so bad.
It has a lot of inconsistencies.
It's so bad.
Like halfway through, we learned that she can unpause the game on them, and she can just start up the game and just start
Yeah.
punching them and killing them.
It's bullshit.
But we learn, like, earlier in the film, like, if you pause the game's paused. You can't just die. But then they're like,
then
Phineas,
he dies.
Phineas is
Then he
just hit
dies.
by a video game.
And so then they find. So then at this point, our protagonists knock off Jim and some other random girl who is
Just
his
some
girlfriend.
random blonde who
Literally
we
don't even
thought
know her
was
name, no personality. They get separated, so she's getting attacked, and right before she dies, he finds the body and puts nails in its hands and head.
I guess that's part of the lore or something that was explained and we were paying
No
attention.
fucking idea. You were there.
Probably.
Oh, hey, look, it's
I'm always
Elizabeth
somewhere.
Bathory.
Why is she like perfectly preserved?
I can't think of where it was.
I don't know.
It's a restaurant.
Wait, this
not
is a
too far
tomb?
from here.
Yeah. It's in her backyard.
I can't think of
I
it.
just don't understand why she's perfectly preserved.
Why is there a game made about her where she kills people and they die in real life because she's a ghost that kills them?
Because J.J. Abrams wrote this.
Dude, probably. It's Ryan.
The credits, written by J.J. Abrams.
No,
by
written by
W.
fucking Gary Busey.
Written by Gary Busey, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson.
No!
And that's it. Credits.
Can you stop screaming?
I'm sorry.
I can't hear
Why
it.
do you always
What it?
scream?
Dude,
Well,
now,
I'm gonna
now
stop
she's in the
screaming in a
cock and
minute
bull
because this is
portion.
where I die.
Her shirt just doesn't fall. So then they can keep that, like, perfect R rating where you can take, like, kids
Oh my
to go
god,
see
do you
this.
see her ribs?
Oh my god, do you see that fucking weird badass CGI face?
Yeah.
Look, she's
It's
my
a little
little
Snapchat filter. You
Yeah.
can see where they couldn't. Like,
It's
cut
void
around it.
memes. It's
Yeah.
void memes. It's a void face. Whoa! fuck.
Why was she just all of a sudden naked?
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah,
She was
like-
like underwear.
No,
She was
it
crucified,
was. It
boys.
was.
It was iron. I think iron kills ghosts, and we're supposed to know that already.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, who
It's
cares?
so bad.
Head, shoulders.
Yeah, and then she gets up and just pushes them
Yeah,
all
she
out.
pushes them all
Her
out.
name's Elizabeth Bathory, by the way. She was a plantation owner, and she used children for slaves.
So yeah, so then they're in this little room in this tower where she is, and
It
she's
looks
about
just
to
like
kill him,
Auschwitz.
and then he lights a flame and burns the whole fucking thing, and then she burns, and then I guess his girlfriend with no personality,
Wait, can
Malcolm
we
in the
point
middle.
out the fact that he was in a house fire when he was younger?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
point they
But here's the
expand
thing,
upon. That's
is
the
it
only
his-
character point they care about,
Yeah,
and
but
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't have any point in the end. It's just him being like the same
there's-
fucking.
There's no fucking payoff.
But think about it. He went through the fire as a kid, and you expect when he goes through it again, be like, no, this time I'm gonna save my friends. He sits there and cries like a bitch in the first fucking fire.
Yeah, and it just flashes back to him crying like a bitch when he was a baby.
And then he
too.
gets out by a fucking miracle. And so then it's then Malcolm in the middle walking away with the tower burning.
My favorite part of that movie is like when Elizabeth Bathory is like thrashing around in the background. He's like trying to open the door.
Yeah.
And so then they walk out, but then It cuts to the game store with our crackhead friend Fidget, who runs the game store.
Pulling out PS2 copies, I
Of
shit
the
you not,
game.
of Stay Alive, the game which the ghost is already dead. And we don't know if like the ghost is actually dead or not.
It's this
But the
eerie
ghost is
music.
dead. The ghost was killed. You can't just restart the game and the ghost comes back to life because the body's burned.
And then it shows like Game Informer with all these magazines, and then it ends. It
My
ends.
head hurts from just thinking about the ending. So some parts we didn't touch upon really quick.
Could we not?
Yes.
The black hair, that was his sister.
Not the main characters. The guy who got run over by the carriage. That he was driving the fucking nice ass car for no fucking reason. That it broke down even though he didn't hit the fucking.
He's driving. Good break.
Oh, good thing he didn't hit that tree, else they'd have to fucking pay for the car they just rented.
Because he has good breaks.
I'd rather watch Final Destination. This is like actual deaths.
Hey, is anybody out
He didn't die in the game, why would he die?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm awesome.
Finn, it's Hutch. Where are you?
I was on my way, but my whip got stuck out here on River Road.
It
I'm just
didn't
south of
what?
Binky's adult store, man.
Whip?
I'll drive.
That's stuck?
Who's that, Abigail?
Rolled off the road
Yeah.
slightly. It's not stuck.
They couldn't wreck the car for the movie because it costs
Alright.
too much. They rented it out for the day.
Let's get on with Doom. Guys, this is a different part of a review.
Yeah.
Well, guys, welcome back to
No.
part 3 of the review where we talk about the movie
Pornography.
Doom. And you get sure. Yeah. So we talk about Doom in this part of the movie. You know, we still got our same cast. You're probably just gonna be slumped over on this goddamn chair like I normally am. Anyways, yeah. How about you put down the gun and we just enjoy the movie review?
All right. Let's
Wait.
No. That's gold. Can't no.
Blake, just
put it away. That's
give me the
different.
gun.
That's
Blake,
for a
just
different
give me the
movie
gun.
time. This for.
I'm a bad creator?
just give me
I'm a
the.
bad creator?
Yeah, kill yourself. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do that.
Give me this. I'm gonna put it away.
Jimmy, edit this faggot out.
I'm gonna put this away. I'll put something over it. I'll put like a
I hope the
unicorn on it.
audio catches it.
I'm sure it does. It
I
does.
hope it does.
It does.
Anyways, this is part 3. We're gonna be talking about Doom. Preston's gonna take it away. He's gonna go way overboard with it, like
Of course.
it's Preston.
I only know the first half. So.
So he doesn't really know much because we all got sidetracked.
We all started talking about sex. and
Sexual
what we feel about it.
intercourse.
Yeah, we're
It's
not
our
gonna
board because
talk. We're
we
not gonna
are
talk
not
about that. We have plenty of
virgins.
footage of that. We have plenty of footage.
We'll just do that as like the
Trust me.
transition, you know.
Cock and balls.
Dick
Wait,
and
trying to give
calm.
yourself a fucking vasectomy?
Yeah. Yes.
Like Zoe puts her hands immediately under the blanket, but everyone else, oh, we gotta put our hands above it.
My hands have been above.
Yo, who the fuck is jerking me off?
So Preston's gonna take it away with Doom. Take it away, Preston.
Oh, okay.
Thank
So,
you, Preston.
Doom stars the official Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. You may know him from.
That's it. Movie's done. It's done. It's done, guys.
Okay, so
Pretty much.
so Doom was one I was looking forward
good
to
fun.
as a player of the Doom series, and I have to say, not fucking Doom at all. It makes no sense. The only thing that's in it that is Doom is demons. The letters.
They're not-
UTC.
they're not
They're not demons.
They're not demons.
They're
demons.
zombies.
They're not zombies. No.
They're
What are they?
mutated.
No, not
Mutations.
mutants. They're
Genetic
people with an extra chromosome.
Right.
Because that makes them superhuman.
Okay, we'll get to
Makes
that.
them
We'll get to that. So, no, unlike actual like Doom video game, you know, it's not demons at all. It's extra chromosomes. I shit you not. We're not making a joke. It's extra chromosomes.
Yep. It's people.
It's 24 chromosomes
so-
instead of
Can't say
23.
that R word.
Don't worry, I'll bleep it out
It's
with a
retarded.
SpongeBob noise.
Please do it.
It's
Do that.
retarded. It's retarded.
I won't bleep that out though. Preston's gonna be known
Retarded.
across the internet as the person who said the R word.
I said it respectfully.
Because I'm gonna be on the show.
Yeah, you're not coming back on the show.
That's what I said. Retarded.
You're gone.
Okay, so it opens up with this scientist panicking, freaking out, saying that they got some sort of level 5 containment, you know, problem.
Level 5 contained.
And then it cuts over.
SCP-647.
Thank you,
Skip.
Wesley. You're really helping me. So then it cuts over to the the official Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from WWE.
He's wearing
And
merch and all,
He's got
boys.
Semper
He's got Semper Fi on his back. It's this Marine Corps base.
It's important because it comes back in the end.
It does.
It's the only part they remembered throughout the entire movie that they wanted to bring back.
What's the objective?
Code Red. Assess level of threat.
Assess level of threat.
Protect and retrieve UAC property. Maintain quarantine at both ARC portals by any means.
So, okay, so they get a call saying that they need to go to the UTC, which is this big
UAC.
government... Whatever the fuck, I don't know anymore. I'm sleep deprived after 5.5 hours of shit.
It tires you out so much.
Right?
I don't blame you.
So, they get a call, they're going in, and they decide to take the new guy, which will come into play a little bit later.
His name's the kid.
His name's the kid.
No, he's the pussy.
And he's a brand new guy.
No, they asked for pussy.
A couple days ago, I asked Sarge for a little pussy. And the next day, he brought you onto the team.
They give him a guy. No, they give him a guy.
They all got on the helicopter. But
Okay,
we're not there
I'll
yet.
get to the joke, alright? So we get introduced to the team, which is Dwayne the Official Rock Johnson from WWD. And then we get introduced to this pedophile with long, slick back, balding hair. It's bald
He
here
looks
and all
like
long.
every pedophile in every pedophile
I'm
movie
pretty sure
that
he was in
doesn't
John
have
Wick.
the pedo stash.
He was the generic
Like, it's the
pedophile
only
in John
thing
Wick.
he was
Yeah,
missing.
he was in John Wick.
He was the generic pedophile in John Wick that tried to fuck the dog.
Then a religious nut who cuts himself a cross in his arms every time he says God's name in vain, which is exactly who you want in a special operations force. So then after we get introduced to most of the team, then we get introduced to actually this other guy who I forgot, whose sister is actually on the facility that's being overrun. And the official Dwayne The Rock Johnson from WWE tells him, hey, you can sit this mission out. But the one time this guy says no, and he decides to fucking go, which was his biggest mistake.
That's a point.
Not this time, John.
I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you.
Yeah, we have one older black guy who's pretty cool, and then a younger black guy who hits on the younger guy's sister.
Please don't put in the part about me saying the alien.
Oh, now we have to.
The fuck was that? It was me cooming. I just coomed the Blake.
Now we actually have to.
Okay, before anyone
plays.
before anyone takes out of context, the reason why I said is because Alright, so the alien was about to kill the woman, right? So I said, oh, it's better than the black guy because the black guy was trying to hit on the woman the entire time and she was trying to just fuck her.
Wesley, no matter what you say, that
Shut the fuck up. It works. It works.
Okay, now that we got that literal disappointment out of the way.
At a distant research facility, the final 10% of the human genome has just been discovered. And with it, all hell has broken loose. Now, a call for help has gone out.
Game time. Listen up, man.
We're going in hot.
If it breathes, kill it.
There's something coming up behind you. It's in the sewer!
Okay, so they go to this portal, and everyone comes out of this portal on like this Mars UAC facility.
Can we talk about the portal? Can we talk about the portal?
Okay, the portal was literally like this giant floating bubble that they all got sucked into.
It was God itself. It was God itself.
What? No,
Okay, but where did they get transported to? A different dimension?
No, they got. When they all came out, they all threw up. I don't know why. It's just because it's rough or something.
And then the guy in the wheelchair comes out.
Then a guy in a wheelchair, and then the kid comes out, you know, who, he goes, is it always this rough? Because it was his first time.
Why can't UAC rent a cops take care of this bullshit?
Is it always that rough? Believe me, it used to be a lot rougher.
There was a time when our travel was
Professor W.
let's say, major
He means he went to one galaxy, his ass went to another.
Call it a scientific miscalculation. Unbelievable as it may seem, UAC does make the odd tiny.
But his pelvis doesn't fall through, which makes us think that he still has his wiener.
He still has dick and balls.
Still has his dick and balls.
That's why his voice is so
I mean, you
high-pitched.
don't know that. There was a whole bunch of goop coming around his legs. They could have been his dick.
Look, all right.
I
His dick and
guess, but
balls.
his pelvis
He
wasn't
may
there.
have robotic dick and balls.
He may.
Robotic dick and balls.
Preston's got a point.
Robotic dick and ball torture.
And then they get the rundown with you know, I don't even. What's the main guy's name whose sister they have to save?
I don't know. His name was like Ben Grimm or
It's
something.
that blonde chick.
No,
I think her name was like Sarah or
no,
something.
her name was like Sarah something.
Sarah
and basically, by the way, she wears
name was-
no bra throughout this entire movie. And you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
her nipples
Yeah.
in almost every
There's like
shot
a
of
scene,
her shirt.
There's like a scene where she's walking and she's like just tits popping out because it's so
Full-fledged.
cold. And then she realizes in the next scene that she's
Yeah.
like a coat.
because she got the coat over her tits.
Her jacket was like this, and then it went like this.
Sections to Carmack's lab complex.
Archaeology, genetics, and weapons research.
You test weapons up here?
Well, it's a dead planet. We want that stuff tested here where it's safe or in your own backyard. We're primarily an archaeological operation. Weapons research is in its own separate facility. It has nothing to do with Dr. Carmack's work.
Their mission is to secure the facility and to help Mr. I'm just gonna call the guy whose sister. I'm just gonna call him the Doom guy because technically he is.
Yeah.
He's the last one left. So Doom guy.
We're actually misled throughout this entire movie. You don't have to hold the mic so close to your face.
Yeah, what the fuck, Preston? Move
it's-
it back.
As Wesley goes like this the entire time he's introducing.
Because that was the fuck.
We're introduced this movie thinking The Rock is going to be our main character when it's actually Brian O'Nella or whatever the hell his name is.
Doom guy.
Yeah, Doom guy. His name is actually Reaper. Like that's his nickname.
Like his nickname. So we'll just call him Reaper then.
Yeah, he's Reaper, and The Rock is The Rock.
Is the official Dwayne
The
Rock Johnson
official-
from WWE.
The Rock could just walk away right now.
So
Dwayne, the official Rock Johnson WWE YouTube channel.
Exactly. So basically their mission is to secure the facility and to collect the UAC's like data on
Why
different
don't we
digs
set up your
and
that
creatures.
inside that? My boom armor's
And so
Alright,
pretty
I'll take it.
much they start clearing this facility when they realize that not everything is what it seems. There's weird. Okay, so basically they go into this room, and there's like the skeleton and everything, and Reaper's Doom guy, his sister, who's a scientist there, explains that the skeleton represents a superhuman, and that he's superhuman. Get this, because he has an extra chromosome.
She's got 24 pairs of chromosomes.
Humans only have 23.
But what does the extra pair do?
Makes her superhuman. The extra pair makes her super strong, super fit, super intelligent. Her cells divide 50 times faster, meaning she heals almost instantly.
So yeah, their whole plot line is that you become a superhuman if you have an extra chromosome, which those of you who are educated...
Obviously, that happens in real life. Like, if you get an extra chromosome, you're
you,
not... Here's a picture.
You better
Here's a picture.
you better tiptoe very carefully around this.
Obviously, like, you'll become a superhero. And from the photos I've just shown over there and over there, superheroes.
I see you in the camera, but it's just...
So, yeah, if you have an extra chromosome, you know, it's a disability. So it's not superhuman at all. I don't know who the fuck wrote that. The first
Who
Resident
knows?
Evil.
Maybe there is an extra
There's
kind
not.
of
There's-
chromosome
no,
you can
there's
have
X and
that
Y.
makes you
There's X and
superhuman.
Y.
Zoe's bottle at the beginning of these 5 hours was completely full of Mike's Hard.
Two. I've had two full
She's had
bottles.
2 full bottles
Can we
of
get a
Mike's
can we get a
Hard
bottle
lemonade,
shot?
Which,
Can we get
which
a
isn't
bottle
much.
shot?
But
It's
but
750 milliliters.
It's completely
Times
empty.
2.
It's completely
So it's
empty.
It's 4
It's
things
48
of
ounces.
Mike's Hard.
It's 48
We're driving
ounces.
her home.
She's driving you home.
Whoa, whoa. See that guy right there? Looks like he's hit rock bottom. Well, that guy's actually me.
I am driving you home.
For legal purposes, that is a joke.
Illegal persons, this whole thing was a joke. That
It's
was
not-
actually just
it's
pink
not a
lemonade.
joke. Nope, it's
Wait,
not.
Wesley, shut up. So they start clearing the facility, and I've realized that this movie is about an hour and 53 minutes. So literally, it's just that introduction, and then the whole middle part of the movie is just the team members slowly getting picked off by these extra chromosome creatures.
6 hours.
Holy shit!
So literally an hour of it is just them fighting. So eventually the pedophile, all of them get picked off. So then it's the official Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson from WWE, Reaper, and New Kid.
No, you got to remember the part where the pedophile gets picked off. The guy in the wheelchair is watching
Laughing
these
at him.
cameras, and he's laughing at him instead of like being like, "Hey, your guy's in the bathroom right now, getting the shit beat out of him by an arm that came through the ceiling and pounded its way back up."
Right.
It wasn't my fault.
It turns out that Dwayne Johnson, is that the part where we found out he's infected or something? Because he shoots the.
No,
he shoots the kid.
that's there's a part where the scientist explains like you could reverse engineer what's happening to everyone to actually benefit a person.
That must be where we all blacked out for about 45 minutes.
We all blacked out for about 45 minutes and talked about
Insert
vaginas.
random clips of that here.
It's like a baby carrot. I'm hard as fuck.
Yeah, I know. I can feel it poking to my thigh.
What is that, a dill pickle?
What is that, a little
baby
pickle?
dill? Or is it size matters, or what you do with it?
Size really does not matter. I know from experience. Like,
That's what you're in.
Because I had the small stick here,
Okay,
guys,
but
and then you can fuck with me.
that does.
Wesley, you know the girl that
I dated a girl for like 2 years.
I'm just saying. But she needs to start
started
doing
off
Kegels.
tight.
Well then.
She started off tight, and then she still was tight.
Wesley like,
Different than
touches
guys.
them, and they're like,
Very much so. So
I thought
can
I'd be
have
like
about
that, though.
10 orgasms in an hour.
and I have to reboot like a 90s
Yeah,
computer
like
after
it's very
that.
different.
It's all gone.
I just get really like
and then,
mopey and sad
like
and
usually,
just cuddly.
usually I'll get up
You
and
get
take
sad
5.
Well, I don't get sad after sex. Fuck, no, I said it the wrong way.
So I don't really remember the part that well where he shoots the kid. I think it's because the kid was being like scared.
Well, no, it's because the kid said that there were a bunch of people he found and he wanted them to stay safe. So he's not going to tell The Rock where they all are. And The Rock's under the impression that everyone's infected. No one can get back to Earth because if this thing gets back to Earth, everyone dies.
Right.
The Rock's literally like chaotic good. He wants everyone on. He's willing to weigh the consequences of killing 20 people for 20.
Like 7 billion.
Kill the few to save the many. That's what I would say
until
during
you're the
Resident
few.
Evil.
Until you're the few.
I'll sacrifice myself to be the few.
But here's the thing. That entire thing, you can still save the people. Like he's told that multiple times. Like these people can be cured. They can be completely fine. And
right,
he's like,
and then he
no,
shot the
they
guy
can't.
anyways.
Yeah,
Shoots
she's
the
like,
kid.
I can literally give the guy a serum right now. He's like,
Shoots him, claims he
'Cause
died.
he's already
he
dead.
needs soldiers.
Yeah.
And then this part also gets a little blurry. So if you want to take over here, I don't really remember too much.
Oh, like after he shoots the scientist in the mouth?
Yeah.
After he shoots the scientist in the mouth, they kind of like fight about the ethics of like saving everyone for like 20 minutes, and then the black guy, then they go out and like
They had an
someone.
insane fight scene.
No, that was later. After that, they go out. They like start looking for the rest of the scientists. The Rock gets all angry
Science
at
Squad.
the Reaper.
Turns out they're all watching porn.
God,
Science Squad.
I'd rather watch like a good old fucking porno than this.
Yeah, it turns out they were watching porn with the science fucking squad.
Skip a few. Somebody went into the teleporter room before quarantine was over, and they like deactivated everything or went back to Earth or some shit.
Well, basically, wheelchair guy was in the control room with the portal the whole time.
Yeah,
and
and
he reported to
The Rock was like,
team.
The Rock was like, I'm gonna kill everyone because no one should have gotten out of here.
Well, even before that, then they tell Dwayne Johnson that he tells the whole team that they're breaking through like the main vault doors that are holding them from the portal. So they all run back there just to find out that wheelchair boy who was laughing at the pedophile is missing.
Yeah.
He's missing now.
No, Wheelchair Boy wasn't missing. Wheelchair Boy was actually...
He was missing at first.
He was missing at first, but they came in and he pulled out a gun. He's like, you can't be killing everyone. Not everyone's infected because everyone's scattered around because a monster got them.
Yeah.
So they went on, he pulled out a gun and then they all started like putting down their guns and he was like...
Oh, there's something behind me, isn't there?
And then he got eaten by a raptor.
Yeah, but he comes back later.
as a mutant.
As
he comes back
a
as like
worm
a
with
completely
arms.
different mutant
Yeah,
than the
so-
rest. So I guess he has 24 chromosomes already.
At this point, wheelchair guy is fucked up, right? And then it's Dwayne Johnson, Reaper.
No, you skipped the giant part, which the Reaper and Dwayne Johnson were fighting on opposite ends of the room, like against these creatures, and the Reaper like got fucking slashed and cut, but his sister, completely fine, comes up and she's like, "I made an antidote."
What's that?
C-24. It's from Carmack's lab.
No.
Here, take my antidote. Go ahead and put it on your fucking body. And she like shoves it down his throat. And he's like, "Whoa, is that Monster Energy drink?" And she's like, "Yes." And he's like, "Man, I feel like I got an extra chromosome." And she's like, "Yeah, your spelling of next was pretty accurate."
And then it's a POV scene.
And then it's the best fucking POV scene I've seen in
him killing everything.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot happening in that scene, but
I
it was
thought,
like
I thought it
all
was the guy
released.
who like just knocked his ass down.
Yeah, it was some other dude, but whatever. It's all the same, pretty much.
Literally, you're not missing anything by us not telling you. You're missing nothing.
And then he walks up to the Rock, and we find out then that the Rock was actually bitten by one of the mutants.
Can you get to the elevator?
So basically, they misled us into thinking that Dwayne Johnson was gonna be like big Doom guy, you know. And he at this point he has the big fucking gun. For those who don't know, the BFG.
He's had the BFG for quite a while.
He's had it for a while,
like,
but they
what,
honestly
around?
underplay it. They underplay it.
Yeah, they
so then he goes to shoot Reaper, who is looking for his sister. He goes, "I have
He
one
just
round."
strafes out the
and then he
fucking
shoots
way.
it, and the Reaper just moves
strafes.
slightly to the other way.
He just strafes.
Yeah, he like sidesteps and he shoots like this completely other place, and the sister's like on the ground dying or something. Like we all think she's already.
She's just
dead.
knocked out.
She's just knocked out. At this point, we've just finished up our conversation about how vagina tastes.
Right.
Or dick, semen tastes like cinnamon or whatever.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, we
what
just
improves the taste of semen, you know?
Yeah.
That's not what we're
It's in
talking
the
about.
clip.
I can safely say I've never earned my Red Wings.
I have.
I have.
I have both ways.
I have with
Nope.
condom and without a condom.
Nope. I have off limits. There's
I have
no
gotten
butt
it
stuff,
and
there's
given
no
it.
during the period, and there's no feet.
Oh, you giving it
I
to
got-
the female?
Yeah, I
I
dated
won't
a
do
girl
it during
when
the
she was on
period.
her
I
period.
can't. It's
Oh,
so
shit.
gross.
I
Well,
got
actually,
scared.
I think we're talking about the milliliters of...
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
we're
no,
talking
no,
about
that was
ovulation.
first. Yeah.
No, I
we're
think
at
towards the end though we
ovulation.
were talking about how many like ounces or like how many times would it take
No,
you to
that-
ejaculate.
that was the
that was the
beginning.
that was
That's
the
what
beginning.
started all of it.
Yeah.
Correct.
That was like
The ending
that was
was
like
the ovulation.
pedophile in the bathroom. We started talking about that,
Yes.
and then we kind of spent about an hour
Surprisingly, no Catholic priest jokes came out of that one.
Surprisingly.
Actually, no, it did the chloroform joke.
This clip was too cringe for this video.
It did, yeah, it
It was
did.
so stupid.
It did.
You're so fucking stupid.
So then him and Dwayne Johnson have this big fucking fight. The Reaper and Dwayne Johnson, and he like Dwayne Johnson wraps steel around his
Yeah,
hand or
he's
something.
slowly being infected, and we're like, where's the infection? When is it gonna happen? Zoe's literally just saying that.
So, literally the fight is like the shitty choreography, bad fucking like shitty 90s techno music. And then I don't know exactly what happens, but I think like Dwayne Johnson gets knocked out and the Reaper grabs his sister and goes through the portal and he drops the detonator for this big bomb while Dwayne Johnson's still in the UAC building. And he fucking blows up Dwayne Johnson, saving the day.
Push him through a portal.
And then it's just him carrying his sister in the elevator in the portal back to Earth, and then that's the final shot.
Are they gonna fuck?
Yeah,
That is the
that was
final
the
shot.
shot. That's it. That's the end of the movie.
Quarantine's almost over.
Everything's
All
done.
right, let's rate this. All right, so Zoe, Resident Evil, would you rate a scale of 1 to 10?
Maybe like a 6 or a 7.
Wow. Definitely higher than mine.
Well, I mean the other ones were like shit shows, so...
Why do you rate it like that?
because the other ones were shit shows. So
Okay,
like out of the
fair
comparison of all three of them,
Stay Alive. What would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
probably like a 3.
3. Why?
It was short. There wasn't a. They could have gone so much deeper into a lot of the things that were like happening, but like they didn't. What?
I felt the opposite. I felt like it could have been a YouTube short video. They cut down all the filler on like the guys.
That is.
Like every time they cut back to him crying like a little bitch, they could.
That's what I'm saying though. There could have been so much other stuff that they could have put in there to make the movie better.
Nah, we have to explain why we rate it that way. And the last movie, Doom Eternal, 2018.
Doom.
Oh yeah, Doom. Just Doom, 2006.
I mean, I only saw half of it.
So
We
what would you
also
rate it
have
out of that half we saw? On a scale of 1 to 10,
Just
1 being
make
the
up in
worst,
your
10
mind.
being the best.
Probably like a 4.
4? Wow. 7, 3, and 4?
Wow, truly incredible.
6, 3, and 4.
Now you press Resident Evil scale 1 to 10.
Resident Evil on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give that a fucking 3. Plot made no sense. Dialogue was shitty. Everything was shitty. The audio was shitty. The gunfights were shitty.
Can you give us an example of bad audio?
Can I
Or
give
bad,
you
bad dialogue?
Bad dialogue?
Bad.
Literally, the whole fucking movie made no. Like literally.
What was one line that was really bad?
Just give a line. Don't
even
go into it. Just give a line.
Just give me a line.
Well, I can't think of specifics, but like I just remember there being. Is it your turn? No.
Tell us that shitty scene.
So okay, so my fucking least favorite scene was when they're sitting there trying to deactivate the lasers, and he's like, "I'm going as fast as I can," and he's just sitting there typing at fucking nothing, and they're like, "Hurry up!" and they do that about back and forth 8 fucking times.
They do. All right, so video game movie in which they play all these games. Scale 1 to 10, and why?
Dude. So Stay Alive.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
That movie's a fucking 1. I don't even have to say a
Jesus
word.
Christ,
I would
you
have to say a
immediately
word.
rated
That
nothing.
is the worst movie I've ever seen. I've watched The Fanatic.
I don't know.
That-
I've seen worse movies than that.
Yeah, I've seen worse movies than that.
Yeah,
too.
so
I've
have I.
watched fucking Son of the
No.
Dead. That was a shit show.
Look, alright. I
I'd
think that
rather
movie,
literally eat my own shit.
But that movie interested me. No point did I find any interest in that movie. It was so stupid. Not to mention CGI everywhere. It looked like a Snapchat filter. Terrible.
Okay. Alright, so you got a good reasoning. What was the number again?
1.
1. Yeah, 1. Remember that. This is the worst movie on this show that Preston's ever seen. We're gonna try and break that record next time.
Dude, you're gonna have to fucking really try to top that shit.
I've seen over 2,300 movies. You think I'm gonna have to
That's
try?
so many movies.
I have an app called Letterboxd that lets me keep track.
Oh, that is, yeah.
I can literally just look through my list and find worse. And the last movie, Doom Annihilation 2016.
Right. Doom original.
Doom 64, yes.
Doom original 96. That movie I'll give a 6.5. 6.5. Good, but it just had some weird shit in it.
If I remember correctly, when I mentioned this, you were like, "Yes, Doom."
You gave Resident Evil a 7. Well, Doom is a cult favorite of mine.
Yeah.
So like I'll give it a generous 6.5. I'm very critical. I thought that some of the characters were kind of stupid. And the one Asian guy who was only there for Asian comedic relief.
Dylan.
And then not to mention...
That's really racist.
Keep that in
Can we
there.
get a picture of Dylan up on the screen, the Latino man? Dylan, can we get a picture of him right here?
So then,
Hey, Dylan.
So pretty much, yeah, it could have been better. The POV scene was cool, but no glory kill, and plus weird CGI.
Over it. Gross.
He was supposed to. Okay, Wesley. Okay, Wesley, it's your turn. How would you rate Resident Evil on a scale of 1 to 10 and why?
I challenge Resident Evil to be solid 5.
Okay. Why?
Solid 5.
Why?
Why? Let me tell you why. Because that movie, Resident Evil, I remember it from my childhood. It was actually a decently good movie I watched as a kid.
I think that me and Preston, we remember that movie like it was good.
Yep.
And then
it was
we
good.
watched it today.
And it
we
was
watched
not that
that
good.
movie
It was
today.
not that good. That's why it's a 5.
And it was complete shit.
That's why it's a 5.
I remember. I
They
was scared to
ruined
watch
my
the third
favorite
one.
game franchise. Dude.
Yeah, they did. They didn't even have Leon in it.
They fucking shit on it.
I think they had Chris Redford in it, but they didn't have Leon.
I think the actor who played Alice
fucking came on it.
was
Just jizzed
decent.
all over.
think the actor who played Alice was pretty decent. I thought there was...
She has a pretty decent ass because she's...
Just leave the camera and get out of my house.
Get the fuck out.
Don't come back ever again with these shitty movies.
Do you hit record?
Yeah, I hit record.
Alright, so continue. Where were we?
You explained that, well, Alice was hot.
I said Alice was a decently good actor. I like the actor. Not because of the
We
cooch.
did all see your cooch.
Alright, next movie, go! Next.
Alright,
Stay alive.
Stay Alive?
Yeah, Stay Alive.
I rated a solid 2.5.
Why?
Why? The entire thing that saved it for me was the fact that it was able to muster up some pretty good side conversation with the crew during the review. Okay,
That's true.
so it mustered up some attention, and Malcolm in the Middle, wasn't it?
Frankie Muniz wasn't
Frankie
in it.
Moon wasn't in it.
He doesn't remember being in anything.
He was a good
being an actor.
He was a good actor, though.
His agent will contact him and it'll come back like Memento.
Mm-hmm.
But then everything will... It will come back like Alice from Resident Evil, remembering stuff shortly. She'll be like, oh yeah, I was in that a bit. Hey, Frankie, you were in that movie, Agent Cody Banks 2, right?
What?
Who's that? Agent...
Now I'm curious to see what Wesley thinks about Doom.
He's like in fucking Stay Alive, and he's like remembering flashbacks from Malcolm in the Middle. He's like,
Doom.
oh shit, that's right, this ghost one reminds me of that time my dad tried to teach Dewey baseball.
Okay. And Doom? Doom.
Doom 2 from 1994.
I gotta say it was a solid 3.
A solid 3? Oh, why would you say that?
Why would I say that?
Tell me.
It had nothing to do with it. We were all misled. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. How many movies? This guy's been in fucking Baywatch. This dude's been in some crazy shit. He's been in the movie Skyscraper. Have you seen that?
Oh, it's a cinematic masterpiece along
Absolutely,
with Rampage.
Absolutely. All of it's understandable.
What about Journey
The entire
to the Lost
movie
Earth?
takes place in a
Journey to the Mysterious Island.
Yeah, Journey to.
And the fabled third Journey movie they're making.
Journey to the Sun. No.
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Journey to the Center of the Earth is the one with Brendan.
Jumanji?
Yeah, that's what I
That's
thought.
the one with Brendan Fraser.
I feel like he's just a little bit overused, and if he was Doom Guy, I would have given it a high rating. But he wasn't Doom Guy. He was perfect for the
He
role.
was just Dwayne Johnson.
He was
just
literally
Dwayne
perfect.
Johnson being Dwayne Johnson.
He's perfect for the role.
This movie actually
He was written by 2 people. I know.
This movie had
2 people, 2
no.
writers.
No. It had 2 writers, and that's why it was so cinematically different.
And they still couldn't come up with one brain to write.
Yeah, they like had this idea of how they wanted to go, and at the end, the other writer was like, "What if we just made Dwayne Johnson a villain?" And that's what made the movie a little bit more unique than the rest. That's all I remember.
That was very cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think that was the not the guy who wrote the story, but the other one, like Frank Miller or whatever. That guy who wrote Watchmen. Who cares? Also, this movie was right off the cuff of Dwayne Johnson's wrestling career. Did you know that?
It was right after it.
Like immediately, like right after he finished wrestling, he was like, "I'm gonna do this movie." And
Bit of
just,
a dud to start with. But
yeah, a little bit of a.
Yeah, but
it
that
was
wasn't his fault.
Remember, like
that was the movie.
yeah, remember like the Doom fan base was like, "We're making a movie."
Wait. At least it wasn't Brendan Fraser Mummy, huh?
And they were like,
Scorpion guy.
You make
It's-
sad comments. Another
insert. Please insert the Scorpion Jane John. Legit. Fuck.
Jamie.
Insert link to next episode where we watch classic monster movies.
Blake, what do you think of the movie? How did you feel about Doom? Let's gonna start with Doom. We're gonna go out of
We're
order.
gonna start with Doom.
Let's start with Doom.
Doom had to be like at least 5.2.
Okay.
And
Expand on that.
Yeah, I like Doom for the most part more than most movies because it's more or less a breath of fresh air when it comes to special effects, and
it wasn't.
It had all the good parts of Resident Evil, which were the fucking weird ass camera angles where it would just like zoom past someone.
Someone
or
gets
zoom
shot
in
and they
someone.
fly back 10 feet.
Yeah, and every time someone got shot, they would fly back 15 feet and like fall on their
So
path.
realistic.
Yeah, and also the acting was awful, and that's always a joy when you got some really bad acting instead of like amazing Robert De Niro acting.
How did you feel about
Stay Alive?
Stay Alive?
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the name of the movie.
Break the disc.
Waiting to Die. Yeah, that's the name of it. I remember this movie being better when I was 5. I said that multiple times.
So what's your rate on it? So what's your rate though?
It's a 4.
Okay.
It's a 4. It's a modest. It's a strong to intermediate 4.
Now you guys got to remember this whenever we watch a movie with Blake. He seems over 2,300 movies.
2,300.
He's a huge movie fanatic and critic.
I am a cinephile, not a
He just-
pedophile cinephile.
Cinephile.
For sure.
You pay
Wesley's the
attention.
pedophile. I'm the cinephile.
Who was talking about?
Who said the Red Queen had a fat ass?
Who was talking about a little girl's butt earlier today?
Who said him? He said
You
he
started
said,
it.
He said that Ava had a fat ass.
But you.
I never had anything to do with this.
Bye, Preston. Good night.
Good night.
Wait,
He's done.
Preston.
The pornography is right.
Please, just finish. Just finish, Preston. We'll
What do I have to finish with?
Just
we
sit
have
there
to, we
until
just have
he's
to
done.
say goodbye.
Yeah. To expand on that though. So guys, but yeah, so for future reference, remember that Blake gave this shitty movie a good rating because it held a place in his heart. He either liked the cinematography, he liked the choreography.
You have to explain for me.
Fine, whatever. He just
I
likes
didn't
movies
like
for
all
certain
that
aspects.
shit.
Shut the fuck up.
I like
Take that rubber
The
band.
choreography was so good.
I like the unique. I like the unique concept.
Continuity.
It was definitely a really cool concept they were playing with. It was just awfully played out.
Executed, yeah.
Yeah, awfully executed.
Like it seems
horribly.
great on paper.
How did you feel about
It was
Resident
like,
Evil?
It was
Blake?
literally communism. It was
Yeah.
literally communism. And
How did you
everything.
feel about Resident Evil?
How did you feel about Resident Evil?
7.
Okay.
Wow,
I don't blame you.
that's a little steep.
It's
Oh,
exactly.
You know, just give me your top two reasons
Two
why
reasons.
you really would rate that higher than a 4.
Okay, it's a 7 because it's bad to the point where it's good again. To where I can watch that movie and laugh at most of the decisions they make because it's so fucking stupid. There's no character development whatsoever. It's a complete waste of time and a complete piece of shit. But there's 6 of them. You know that if there's 6 movies, the first one's the best.
Fair enough. That's
The Chucky franchise.
Fast and Furious.
Oh.
Fast and Furious, the Chucky franchise,
Six was
Puppet
good.
Master.
Wait.
Oh god, just let me say goodbye.
Like Over's always had him gonna have like a series of film franchises that completely failed to have like 6 films.
That just fucking tank.
Not
Friday the
all of the
13th.
first movies are the best movies in all of the movie franchises.
Like The Godfather.
To end this entire thing off,
Part one
guys.
wasn't good. That one had a
No,
horse.
no, she said-
No, I'm
No,
just
I'm
saying not all of them, not all
That
of
the
the first
first one's,
movies
like,
are
the best.
better than the rest of the movies.
Like I like The Godfather 2 better than the first one.
You're a monster.
Alright, to end this entire video part off here, guys, and then to show off tonight, I'm going to say I think I speak for all of us when I say the movie quote of the night was from Doom, and that it is, you need to shut the fuck up, Dennis?
Yes.
Pretty sure his
That
name
is
was Dennis.
that is absolutely
No,
true.
it was.
Can you put that clip in? Can you put that clip in?
Jamie?
Jamie,
Jamie?
put
Jamie?
that clip in right over there.
Her name's
Right over-
Blake.
Not
Jamie,
you, shut the fuck up.
Jamie,
We're talking about Jamie.
This is fucking Wesley Rogan podcast. Shut
Wesley
up.
Rogan.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, guys.
DMT.
Portman, shut up.
Enjoy the rest of your night.